Hi, my name is Natalie Hilliard, and I appreciate you coming for my TED Talk. Building relationships. Building any kind of relationship is built on trust, whether that be an instructor to a student or any other kind of relationship outside of an educational setting. Well, and the importance of building trusting relationships between an instructor and a student begins obviously with trust, but it even gets deeper than that. As for a student to continue to be engaged, they absolutely need to have the instructor paying attention, focusing on them, and being able to foster a place for engagement that actually also develops a student while promoting learning. Developing or describing best practices for building relationships and rapport with learners in a classroom, it is no different than somebody coming to your home. You want to create a welcoming environment, allowing them to know they're welcome in their home, in your home. You feel comfortable in your home, but they do not. So it is your job as an instructor to help them feel comfortable by being friendly, smiling, showing any kind of body language that shows that they are welcome and they are invited in. This is also by creating a welcoming environment that's non-judgmental, especially because diversity is going to exist in the classroom, as well as fostering open communication for them to share and to feel confident in doing so. Discussing how a learner and their needs and interests of an adult learner, keeping in mind adult learners are really busy people. They are constantly at work, they're juggling family responsibilities and relationships outside, as well as extracurricular activities and also education. So it's really nice for an instructor to be able to open up not only their classroom, whether it be online or face-to-face, and be able to foster an area for communication that's open, but also to learn who these people are. That are coming into the classroom. And the best way to do that is really to try to understand them, know what their backgrounds are, know what their educational experience is, as well as what they do for work. And being able to actually sit down in an interview style to learn about them may actually promote more than just learning engagement, but also that the person would be seen and understood and valued, which actually shows that there's even deeper trust made in that interaction. Explain how you will address student viewpoints that differ from your own. There's diversity everywhere in every setting. And one of the great ways to be able to connect with people that are different than you is to ask questions about them. It's actually very exciting. If you look at younger learners, they automatically ask questions. Kids will ask questions of somebody different than them. And so bringing that into an adult setting, it's a great way for students to be able to see who they are, share who they are, and be valued in that, and be excited about what they've done and what their backgrounds are and the diversity that exists in the classroom. And that's also by an instructor being vulnerable themselves, being able to give testimony to who they are, their different background and experiences, and allowing the student to mirror that. Lastly, how do we apply a Christian worldview by supporting culture and diversity in the classroom? Well, most importantly, we're to be like Jesus. And what did Jesus do? Jesus went around and created a safe space for others. He welcomed them in. He showed them that they mattered and that he cared about them. And as he is shown in Scripture, he's the light of the world, and we are to be that as well in the classroom. And to be a light, we need to be vulnerable, we need to be safe in a trusted space, and we need to be able to show that no matter who enters our classroom, regardless of background, religion, or any other aspects of diversity, that culture, they are welcomed and they are loved just as who they are, as the person, as well as the learner. And in the way that we do that, it's very clear in Scripture. It's to show others that they're accepted and they are loved. And just finishing off with a piece of Scripture, if we are not known for our love as Christians, we're nothing more than a banging gong. So as an instructor especially, we don't want to be that. We want to be able to create a place and a space for all learners. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.